Hello there guys, welcome to Dinos Vault. Welcome to a quick fire spontaneous vlog that happened today because today government has permitted finally to open all the automobile showrooms. So the car and bike showrooms have finally opened up and I headed to my friend's TVS showroom where I just wanted to check as to how these guys operate and what are the limitations that have been laid down, what are the standards and the norms laid down by the government and how are they being complied with at the showroom, and what all you need to know before you head out to your nearest showroom as to how things are being implemented there. So I wanted to feature that for you guys. So the first part of this video will deal with the norms being followed by the showroom guys at the respective showrooms, and the second part will be about the RTR 204V BS6 model, for which I kept getting hundreds of requests to review that bike. So finally I was able to steal a quick ride on the RTR 204V BS6 model. So that first ride impression is also coming up in this video. So let's not waste any more time. Let's dive straight into this video. So this is Sushil TVS, one of the largest TVS showrooms here in Hyderabad. I kind of recalled all the shoots I had done here till date and the brotherhood that I share with the owner, Mr. Tirupati Govt. I was extremely glad to see a perfectly organized experience they had arranged given the current COVID-19 scenario. The standards laid down by our government for the automobile showrooms to be maintained have been followed judiciously. First of all, there is only one entry and exit point such that everyone who enters the facility is screened properly. Then we have the standard screening equipment with the temperature gun screening every person who enters the facility. We have hand sanitizer being offered at the entrance. We also have sodium hypochlorite being sprayed on the floor and even on the vehicles that enter the facility. Now the markings on the floor emphasize and practically deploy social distancing. There is limited staff on the floor and everyone is being screened as they enter the facility. Masks, disposable gloves, temperature guns, sanitizing liquid and sodium hypochlorite solution have been stocked up as well for the coming days. So the showroom and service center is now officially open at Sushil TVS. You can avail the services by booking an appointment such that the rush can be controlled at the facility. You can book an appointment by calling the number that's appearing on the screen currently. Now talking about the RTR 200 BS6, now this bike was launched alongside the RTR 164V BS6 model. I couldn't review it till now, so I grabbed this opportunity to take it out for a short spin and talk about the ride feel. So let me quickly tell you what's new with the BS6 RTR 200. First of all, we have the radical new styling. The headlamp is all new with an LED headlamp and LED position lamps, which kind of reminds me of the 2014 Ducati Street Fighter headlamp, but it sure does look sharp and cutting edge. The new body graphics are absolutely lit. It looks kind of okay in this white paint scheme, but the black one looks absolutely drop dead gorgeous. The majority of the design is more or less similar to the BS4 model except for the headlamp. Another major addition for the BS6 model is the inclusion of the Smart X Connect technology. Now this Bluetooth enabled app based tech offers complete race analytics and data that allows the rider to review their riding style, especially on the track, and constantly improve their performance. The app-based features include turn-by-turn navigation, which is outstanding. We also get call and SMS alerts while riding. Then we have the full race telemetry, including top speed, 0 to 60 timing, average speed, the lean angle, and even the G-force experienced. We also have the lean angle mode, which uses the gyroscopic sensor on your phone to record the racer's lean angle through the corners. We then have the crash alert system. When the bike senses a crash, it immediately notifies the rider's emergency contacts about the location of the fall. Finally, we also get a low fuel alert warning. Apart from this, the regular speedo console gets a gear position indicator, a clock, and it also displays the top speed, the 0 to 60 timing, the average speed, the lap timer, etc. Another safety feature of the RTR 200 BS6 is the Wave Byte key. So each key is programmed in such a way that a duplicate key cannot be used to start your bike, which ensures that your bike cannot be stolen. Talking about another safety feature on board, we get dual channel ABS as standard, which means ABS is operational both on the front wheel as well as the rear wheel. Now this prevents the wheels from locking up and skidding under harsh braking scenarios. We also get RLP or rear wheel lift-off protection, which prevents the rear wheel from lifting off of the ground even if you grab a handful of the front brake. The bike also gets roto pedal discs at both ends, get a 270mm disc up front and a 240mm disc at the back, which offers superb stopping power It also offers better heat dissipation. Another important safety feature is that this is the only bike in its class to offer a slipper clutch. Now, slipper clutch provides for faster downshifts without you running the risk of the rear wheel locking or hopping. It also provides for a lighter clutch pull. Another important inclusion for the RTR 204V BS6 model is the new rubber that it gets. We now get Eurogrip Pro Torque SR race spec radial tires, which increases the traction and improves the stability and durability of the tires and gives you greater confidence while attacking corners. The sharp and sculpted tank cowl is meticulously crafted to achieve lesser downforce such that the bike handles brilliantly at all speeds. The engine cowl further underscores the animalistic radical styling that defines this machine. Also, the seat foam used now is of superior quality. It offers adequate cushioning to enhance comfort. The rider seat also allows the rider to move around easily while tackling corners. Now, powering this bike is the race-derived O3C 197.75cc 4-valve oil-cooled engine that puts out 20.5 PS of max power at 8,500 RPM and 16.8 Nm of max torque at 7,500 RPM. We get a 5-speed gearbox. The O3C engine with ram air assist reduces engine heat by 10 degrees. Now, this results in a high revving performance without the engine feeling strained. Also contributing to this is the 4-valve setup with 2 inlet valves and 2 outlet valves, which allows the engine to breathe easy even at higher RPMs. The lightweight nanofrix coated piston results in superb throttle response and punchy acceleration throughout the mid-range. The feather touch start system provides for easy and effortless startability. Then we have the most important feature that comes in handy in bumper-to-bumper city traffic. It is called GTT, or glide through traffic. Now, I have demonstrated how this works in my RTR 164V BS6 review, so I suggest you watch that video. I'm also leaving a link to that video in the description portion below. So what it basically does is that the bike takes a head start each time you release the clutch, so you don't really have to use the throttle to move ahead. So this provides for a fatigue-free riding experience through city traffic. Also, for the BS6 model, we get race-tuned fuel injection as standard. Now, fuel injection ensures the precise amount of air-fuel mixture enters the combustion chamber. Now, this results in better performance, better refinement, and better mileage overall. Now, talking about other relevant features, seat height is 800 mm, tank capacity is 12 liters, ground clearance is 180 mm, which is outstanding, and the weight is 153 kgs. So now that I've given you guys an overview of this bike, let's go ahead and check out my first ride review. First ride review of the TVS Apache RTR 200 BS6 model. At least it is post lockdown for all the automobile manufacturers, because they have now been permitted to open the showrooms. So though the nation continues to remain in lockdown, the automobile showrooms are now open, and I'm here to do my job, that is to bring all the news about the latest machines that get launched in our market. So this is the RTR 200. I have already reviewed the RTR 164V BS6. I have huge anticipation and expectation from the RTR 200 because this was one of my favorite RTRs. It was very refined and nice and bass heavy exhaust note. Wow, the acceleration is really intense. Solid. You can cruise at 95 to 100 kilometers per hour effortlessly on this motorcycle. That's how brilliant it is. So let's just turn around here. The brakes are good. We get dual channel ABS on board. I can't do my top speed test now because situations are completely different. I'm just talking about the ride feel as to how well it feels. We've seen the kind of precautions TVS showrooms are taking, so that's really good. Almost all manufacturers are supposed to comply with these norms that have been laid by the government for our safety, for everyone's safety's sake. You see, the roads have been laid, so that makes the ride absolutely spectacular. So rock solid stability, great handling. Great refinement, no vibration even at around 95 kilometers per hour. The previous RTR, I mean the BS4 model, was also very refined even while touching top speeds. So this one is even better, fine-tuned to the maximum. Feels very light and nimble and agile. Direction changes happen in a flash. Bike holds its line perfectly through the corners. And the rubber, though we still get only 130 section tread tire, it sticks, gives you good confidence. I love the bass heavy exhaust sound. Wow, can't get enough of it. That's how intoxicating it is. And the engine, I mean, it's so well tuned. It just holds its own. It's ready to break free as soon as you open the throttle. Rock solid. That's the best part. It feels completely refined, very composed. There's no uncertainty, there's no snatchy behavior. The fueling is precise, throttle response is spot on, I mean bang on point. There's no latency whatsoever. And it feels so sure-footed. So I really wish I get to spend more time with this motorcycle. This is just my first ride impression. Maybe post the lockdown I can take it out for a proper touring kind of a long ride review where I can do my top speed test and everything else. This is just my first impression and it feels so good to be back on the road riding these amazing machines. So I guess this wraps up my review of the TVS Apache RTR 204V BS6 model. So I just hope you found this video useful. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless and ride safe.